Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I did ask a while ago for some questions and some assumptions for me to answer. So I did get a few, so I'm going to answer those in today's video, but I thought I'd also just do my makeup at the same time, just to kind of keep it, I guess, a bit more interesting. So I probably won't be discussing too much about the products I'll be using, because obviously I'll be answering the questions, but I will have everything linked down below as always. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Okay, so the first one is from Oceana P, and she asked a question and an assumption. So a few people have done that, where they've asked a question and then given an assumption about me as well. So the question is, would you rather become famous or powerful? I think I'd rather be powerful. I think do a lot more stuff and fix things in the world and have a lot more influence, but with the privacy as well. I don't think I'd want to be, I mean it depends on how famous a person is, but you know, you always see these kind of news stories about them that especially in magazines, they're probably not actually true, but imagine like having someone say these stories about you and then, you know, people believe them and you know they're not true, and it kind of like forms an opinion, and yeah, your private life kind of, I guess, kind of stops to a degree, or it depends kind of. I mean, like the Kardashians, obviously they share everything. I know not all famous people do that, but I think I'd rather be able to, yeah, I'd rather be powerful, kind of, yeah, have the power to fix things, kind of like, yeah, be able to fix things in the world that need fixing, but I wouldn't necessarily want kind of people to know about it, or I wouldn't necessarily want the credit. I just want it to kind of happen, if that makes sense. That's kind of an interesting question, because almost, I guess they kind of coincide with each other to a degree, because if you're quite powerful then you're going to be kind of well known to a degree. Yeah, but I think I'd rather be powerful and have the power to be able to fix things, influence things in a good way, but not necessarily be known for it, if that makes sense. I'd be interested to hear what everyone else says, rather be famous or powerful. And then the assumption from Oceana P was, I think you're an introvert, no BS, just concerned with your own business kind of person. And I think that is definitely true. I'm very much an introvert to a degree. Like, I'm someone, I think my drama teacher put it perfectly in my Leavers book. She was like, when I first met you, you were so quiet, and how wrong was I? So I am like, when I first meet people, I mean, I can be kind of chatty, especially because my previous jobs have been hospitality, so it kind of makes you speak to strangers. So I think that helped massively, because I used to be a lot shyer as a child. So I'm good with that, but I'm the kind of person also, like, I'm not very good at small talk. So if we're having a conversation and I feel like I haven't got anything relevant to contribute to that conversation, say if it's a group of people, then I don't tend to speak. I just tend to listen to what everyone else is saying. And I do kind of, yeah, I'm not particularly outgoing, I would say, until I'm comfortable in my surroundings or with the people I'm with. So like, obviously my friends now, it's different, although I can still be quite quiet in comparison to some of my friends. I'm just someone who needs, just once I get used to a situation, then I tend to be a bit more talkative, outgoing to a degree. Like with my current job, I'm still quite quiet. I don't tend to say too much, just kind of get on with my work. But yeah, so I'm definitely, I would agree, I am definitely more on the introvert side, and I'm very much a kind of relaxed person as well. I kind of go with the flow, so if someone else wants to do something, I'll just go with it, kind of thing. So, so the next question, which actually she asked two questions, is from Lenka Janikowska. I'm very sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So the first one is, how do you like your new job? And it's going okay, so at the moment I'm still kind of learning what I'm doing, so it's hard to kind of form an opinion, and it's a very weird situation at the moment, because obviously most people are working from home, so I haven't properly met everyone yet, and it's all done like kind of like via Teams and stuff like that, so I think that kind of makes it kind of difficult to know how you're going to fit in with the company, and to know whether you enjoy it. I think I have kind of days where I really enjoy the job, and then days, I think like most people, where I'm like, I don't know if I'm suitable for the job, if that makes sense. But we'll see. I've only been there a couple of months. It's only a temporary contract, so I don't know where it's going to go in the future. But yeah, so I haven't kind of, like I said, I'm still new, I'm still kind of learning, so I haven't formed like an opinion as such yet. And then the second question she asked is, are you struggling with anything at the moment? I don't think so. I mean, obviously kind of trying to learn the process of a new job, that can be slightly challenging, which it is for most cases. Even if I went to a new kind of restaurant-based setting, even though I've done hospitality all the time, I mean, I pick it up quite quickly. There's always those new things you have to learn because each business does it differently, and the rules. And I guess because it's such a big change in the industry for me, or what I'm doing, then it can be a slight struggle at times. But apart from that, I don't think I'm struggling with anything else at the moment. I think, like most people, you have your good days and your bad days, just in general. But no. Okay, so on to the next question. So I know your real name is actually Lorraine now, and if you didn't know, this was the person who decided kind of the video of what if I could only wear one makeup look for a year. So thank you for that suggestion again, because I really enjoyed that video. I think a lot of other people did as well. But her question to me is, oh, so there's actually two questions. Do you have any bad habit that you would like to get rid of? I guess a very basic one is that sometimes I do bite my nails, which is disgusting, which is why I always have short nails. Partly they break all the time anyway, and especially when I was working in hospitality, it was just impossible to have kind of really nice nails with the job I did, unless I put false ones on, and so I just never bothered. I guess, I think I've mentioned this before, is I need to speak out more, or speak up more, because otherwise I'm not going to get anywhere in life to a degree. Have I got any other bad habits I'd like to get rid of? I'm quite messy. Every day I'm tidying my room, and for some reason within an hour it's already state again. I just don't know how I do it. And just, it's not even not that bad, it's just because there's a few things dotted across the floor. It makes it look terrible, but I think that's probably something that I would like to, I guess, work on. Second question is, what is your favourite snack / meal if you want something comforting, so like after a bad day? That's a very, probably pasta, if I'm being honest. Some form of pasta, whether it's spicy pasta. Actually no, spicy pasta is it? We in our house love kind of spicy food, so in pasta or something like that I'll put we put 14 finger chilies in there. You know, you can fry up some onions, tomatoes, and it kind of changes what we shove in there, but yeah, the kind of base of it is like spicy pasta. Or if we're talking snack wise, I love just warming up some pita and then dipping it in hummus. The one I love is like the sweet chili hummus or the jalapeno hummus. So obviously again, I like spicy food. How pretty is that shiny eyeshadow? So I will show you the palette I'm using. So I recently kind of bought this off Emily because she was selling it. And I mainly bought it because obviously these blues, which I actually just want to do a proper video with those blues. But I'm going in with this green here, which is absolutely, oh, I think it's called Dirty Money. That makes sense. Yeah, and it's such a beautiful shade. But yeah, I do want to do a video on the blue. Sorry, this is the didn't actually say what it was. Dose of Colours Desi x Katie Friendcation palette. So it's beautiful. But yeah, but that green, is stunning. It's kind of got that greeny gold, isn't it? Anyway, on to her assumption next about me. I think you're a very sensitive person, but you never cry in front of anyone else. The never cry in front of anyone else is a relatively true one. Like my housemate, for the first time in 4 years, when was it, a couple of months ago, saw me cry. Like I said, over films and stuff like that, I don't get emotional. It's not that I don't find them sad, but I don't cry. But she saw me for the first time a couple of months ago cry. I guess sensitive wise, yes and no, because like I said, I kind of do go with the flow to a degree. I don't kind of get upset with people, but sometimes I can overthink situations that I've been in, and then maybe later think about what someone has said, or I don't know, about the situation, and then kind of overthink it a little bit to that degree. So I wouldn't necessarily say I was sensitive as such, but I am an overthinker to a degree, and sometimes I remember stuff that happened years ago and wished like maybe, I don't know, that the situation was slightly different where I'd spoken up or something, I don't know. But yeah, crying in front of other people, I definitely don't really do that. The sensitive side of things, I don't know. I guess to a degree, yes. But for the most part, I do kind of just go with the flow. Okay, and then the next set of questions is from Irene Ann, who actually also has requested me to do another Daisy Ridley inspired makeup look. So I will be doing that. That'll either be the next video or the video after, but stay tuned because I will be doing one for that video soon. But she asked, what is your skincare routine like? That's the first question, and I think I did mention in that kind of what if video that my skincare is poor. So currently what I do is at night I will take my makeup off with the Body Shop Chamomile Butter Cleanser, and then I will apply the Body Shop Aloe Vera Night Moisturiser. Then in the morning I just kind of wash my face with just water. And then I've got the Vitamin C Day Cream from the Body. So I do use a lot of the Body Shop stuff just because I've got one close to me, so it's just easier. But I am really bad with skincare, and I think I mentioned before I've got a friend who's really kind of knowledgeable in ingredients and skincare, so she might be horrified by some of those products I was mentioning. But I don't know, I'm so bad with skincare. But my mum actually did get me for my birthday the Caroline Hirons skincare book, which I haven't had around to kind of looking through it yet, which I am going to do because obviously skincare is such an important part, and you know, it actually might, if I do it properly, might help my skin out to a degree. I was actually doing quite well, and then suddenly, I don't know if you noticed at the beginning, like here, it's just had a mini eruption. So that's kind of annoying, although it does make me wonder whether the only kind of new product I've been using recently, and a fair amount, I didn't use it today, is my Elias Super Serum Skin Tint. But it's supposed to have the same ingredients that kind of help acne to a degree, I think someone told me. So I don't know, it may not be that, but yeah, just suddenly here, it's kind of erupted on my skin. But like I said, yeah, my skincare is terrible. I know I need to get it kind of sorted. I need to take better care of my skin. I was also wondering what brands of eyeshadow you would recommend for very sensitive skin. I tend to get dry patches on my face from makeup irritation. Okay. Well, I guess definitely the more natural products are going to. So the Ether Beauty ones would be great for sensitive eyes. Because they are free of kind of all that, the nasty stuff. Again, I'm probably not the best person because, like I said, ingredients wise, I'm useless. But I know Ether Beauty, it is a bit pricey. In terms of the skin, I mean, my Hint Beauty concealer is really good for the skin. I felt like, I do have a horrible feeling this is the only new product I've been using, and that might be what's kind of really causing these breakouts now. Because before it was doing well. I do think the Hint Beauty concealer has something to do with it. And because it's creamy, it's going to kind of be really smooth on the skin, so it won't cling to those dry patches. But I don't think I can give like a proper answer to that question, I'm afraid, because I'm, like I said, I'm not knowledgeable in ingredients, so I don't want to give the wrong information and recommend you something that's not going to work or isn't going to be good for sensitive skin or eyes. So if any of you have got those recommendations, please do leave them down below, so then we can all kind of help each other here. Okay, so that is this video done. So I just played with a little bit of makeup whilst I was doing that. Apologise, the lighting kind of a bit funny, so I don't know how kind of washed out I was at parts. And I hope you enjoyed the answers that I gave and kind of addressing the assumptions or whatever. But yeah, if you do have any more questions, just leave them down below, or assumptions, I'll just answer them kind of down below. But yeah, so stay tuned because I will have a Daisy Ridley video up for you soon. Possibly a hair video might be going up first. I don't know which order I'm going to put them up in. But any more recommendations for videos, leave them down below and stuff like that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.